So you're thinking about moving to Frisco, Texas. Well, I'm here to tell you, don't. Just don't do it. Here are at least 10 really solid reasons why you should absolutely not pack up and head this way. Unless, of course, you like great schools, amazing amenities, and a booming job market. In that case, fine. You can stay. Seriously, today I am sharing 10 reasons not to move to Frisco, and quite frankly, guys, we're gonna have some fun with this one. Reason number 1, the traffic, because everybody is coming here. All right, let's just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. The traffic in Frisco is, well, it's character building. If you're the kind of person who loves open roads and no stoplights, Frisco is not going to be your happy place. And at certain times of the day, you'll feel like you've been transported into a live action version of Mario Kart, except everyone's driving SUVs and no one's throwing out banana peels. But it's competitive out here. Here's why the traffic is bad. Over the past decade, Frisco's population has exploded. We're talking about one of the fastest growing cities in the entire country. Now, with that kind of growth, you get a lot of people trying to get to work, school, restaurants, soccer games, and of course, Costco, all at the same time. Highway 121 and the Dallas North Tollway are the main arteries, and during peak hours, they are clogged arteries. Not enough room for all the activity. And if you're new to Texas toll roads, brace yourself. You're either gonna pay to avoid some traffic or you're gonna sit through it for free. Your choice, time or money. Reason number 2, you'll be surrounded by sports, whether you like it or you don't. Frisco has a sports obsession. I'm talking world-class facilities for soccer, football, baseball, hockey. You name it, if there's a ball or a puck involved, there's a stadium or a practice field for it right here. You have Toyota Stadium, which is home of the FC Dallas soccer team. The Star, which is the Dallas Cowboys headquarters and their practice facility. Riders Field, or Rough Riders Field, which is home for the Frisco Rough Riders, which is a minor league baseball team, and even ice hockey has a home here thanks to the Dallas Stars. Now, if you're not into sports, you may find yourself confused about why there are 200 cars in your neighborhood on a random Wednesday night. Spoiler alert, there's probably a youth soccer tournament happening at the nearby park. Now on game day, you'll want to plan your errands strategically because nothing says Frisco experience like sitting in traffic behind a van full of teenagers blaring pump up music before a game. But here's why this is actually amazing. All this sports energy means that there's always something fun to do. So whether you're a diehard Cowboys fan or just someone who enjoys a good hot dog and a night out, there are tons of events and games right here in your backyard. It makes for great family activities, date nights, and even networking opportunities. Plus, these venues bring in restaurants, hotels, and entertainment options that make it a whole lot better. Now, it's like living in a place where there's always something happening, as long as you don't mind a little extra traffic on game day. Here's the thing though, all this traffic isn't just random chaos. It's a sign of just how desirable this area is, and people are flocking here for jobs, amazing schools, and a high quality of life. And the city isn't just sitting back and letting it get worse. No, they are constantly working on new road expansions, overpasses, and intersections to keep up with the growth. So yes, the traffic might be a headache now, But in a few years, you will see huge improvements. And in the meantime, you'll get really good at finding back roads and secret ways. And or you know what? You just want to give us a call, because we already know a lot of these back roads and we share those with people that we work with. And hey, I have some really good podcast recommendations that can make the perfect road rage therapy. Reason number 3, the schools are too good. Now, this is one of those problems that it's actually a compliment. Frisco ISD is one of the top school districts in Texas, and that attracts families like, well, bees to honey. According to niche.com, Frisco has an A+ average rating, and they're the 12th best school district in the state of Texas. If you've ever been to a competitive kid's birthday party where, the decorations look like something out of Pinterest and the cupcakes are basically works of art, yeah, that's the energy that you get around here year-round. Now, why does this matter? Families move to Frisco specifically for these schools, which make certain neighborhoods highly competitive. Homes near popular schools, they sell quickly and usually for a premium. PTA events here, well, they're practically rolling out the red carpet. It also means that sports and extracurricular activities are pretty intense. You'll see kids training like future Olympians by the time they're age 10. Okay, I'm just kidding about that one, but you know what I mean. But here's the upside. Buying into a community with such strong schools is like buying a piece of security for your investment. Even if you don't have kids, it's one of the reasons home values here are so stable and tend to appreciate over time. Just be prepared for some very spirited competition. Okay, reason number 4. There's just too much to do. Now, I know this might sound silly, but stick with me here. Frisco has too many choices. I'm talking restaurants, shopping centers, parks, live events, concerts. It's almost overwhelming. There are hundreds of restaurants ranging from food trucks to fine dining. You have Legacy West, Stonebriar Center, and countless of boutiques. There are parks, splash pads, hiking trails everywhere. And of course, the star for entertainment, concerts, and events. Date night conversations usually go kind of like this. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? Well, I don't know. Where do you want to go eat? Well, 20 minutes later, you're still scrolling Yelp like you're studying for your final exam. But hey, it's way better to have too many options than not enough. And the variety makes it easy to find something for everyone. Whether you're planning for a night out with friends and family, you're looking for some solo time to explore new sports, it's like living in a city that's constantly upgrading itself, which keeps things exciting and fresh. All right, reason number 5. The cost of living is creeping up. So let's talk money for a little bit, because moving to Frisco doesn't exactly come cheap. If you're looking for a bargain, you might want to keep on driving, and preferably until you hit a much smaller town with way fewer Starbucks locations. Some of the places like we've talked about in Salina. Now, why is this a problem? Well, first of all, home prices have climbed steadily over the last few years. Thanks to high demand, new construction is booming. But those shiny modern homes, well, they come with shiny modern price tags. Property taxes are a thing here. And in Texas, they tend to be higher since we don't have a state income tax. Groceries, restaurants, and services can feel a bit pricier compared to some of the nearby towns. I have to say, Frisco's unofficial slogan should be, hey, your paycheck goes in and somehow it stays here. Between the trips to Target, youth sports fees, and your daily coffee habit, you might start to wonder where all your money went. Spoiler alert, it went to Frisco. But here's the good news. The higher cost of living is really tied to the quality of life here. You know, we've talked about the top-rated schools, the beautiful neighborhoods, the incredible parks, and all those fun amenities just don't magically appear. They're part of what makes Frisco such a desirable place to live, and in many cases, you get what you pay for. Plus, the strong local job economy means that the job opportunities are plentiful and home values tend to appreciate over time. Plus, the strong local economy means job opportunities are plentiful and home values, well, they tend to appreciate over time, which makes your home a long-term investment. Right on to reason number 6, construction. Everywhere, all the time. Now, if you thought traffic was bad, let's add just another fun layer to the mix here, and that's going to be the construction. And not just the occasional orange cone here or there. I'm talking entire stretches of road being blocked off, new neighborhoods popping up overnight, and that lovely symphony of beeping trucks backing up first thing in the morning. Which, here's why there's so much new construction. Frisco is growing fast, which means constant development to keep up with the demand. New neighborhoods, schools, office buildings, and entertainment venues are going up everywhere. Major roads like the Dallas North Tollway are always under some kind of upgrade. The city is basically playing a never-ending game of, how do we make this even bigger? So, some mornings you're gonna leave for work and drive right past an open field, and by the time you get home, there's a Starbucks, a nail salon, and a Chipotle already built open for business. It's like living inside a real game of SimCity. Y'all remember that one, right? But here's the silver lining. All that construction means the city is investing heavily in its future. Bigger roads, better schools, more housing options, and exciting new developments are on the way. It can be a little messy right now, but in a few years, you'll have even more reasons to love living here. And hey, it's also kind of fun to watch your neighborhood transform in real time, as long as you're not one of the ones that's stuck behind the bulldozer at 7 a.m. And moving into reason 7, the summer heat is no joke. Now, this one may seem a little obvious because, hello, it is Texas we're talking about here. But let me tell you, Frisco summers are intense. If you've never experienced triple-digit temperatures for weeks at a time, well, then you're in for a sweaty surprise. And this is, well, it can be tough, especially from June through September, where the temps are regularly hitting the high 90s and the 100s. Now, humidity, that adds another layer of fun. You know, the kind that makes you want to live inside your freezer. Outdoor activities can be limited to mornings or evenings unless you really love feeling like a rotisserie chicken. Air conditioning isn't just a luxury here. It's actually a survival tool. There's a certain moment each summer when you question all of your life choices, like, do I really need to go to the grocery store today? Or can we just live off of popsicles and frozen pizzas this week? But on the bright side, most homes are built to handle the heat with energy-efficient cooling systems, shaded patios, and plenty of pools. In Frisco, it has tons of indoors attractions like shopping centers, movie theaters, and sports facilities, so you don't have to roast outside all day. Plus, those summer evenings, well, they are absolutely gorgeous. There's nothing like catching a baseball game or hanging out on the patio restaurant once the summer dips down and the cool breezes kick in a little bit. All right, reason number 8. Now, I know some of you guys do not like HOAs, and that's fine, but I need you to know that Frisco has a lot of planned communities, which means, drum roll please, HOAs or homeowners associations. Now, if you've never dealt with an HOA before, you might want to buckle up. So why is this a problem? HOAs here can be strict about everything from lawn maintenance to the color of your front door. Forget leaving your trash cans out an extra day. I guarantee you, somebody's going to notice. And some communities even have guidelines about what kind of holiday decorations you can use. Fees vary, and while they usually cover the amenities, they can feel like an extra bill. Let's just say if you've always dreamed of having a giant inflatable dinosaur in your front yard, you might want to check with the HOA rules first. Frisco does take its curb appeal very seriously. Now, the flip side, these HOAs often maintain gorgeous communities. They have community pools, parks, and walking trails. They keep the neighborhoods looking beautiful and well kept, which is great for your property values. It's a little give and take. You know, you give up a tiny bit of freedom so you get a clean, safe, visually appealing community in return. Plus, there's something comforting about knowing that everyone on your street has to play by the same rules. And it helps keep things consistent, and it's part of why Frisco neighborhoods are so highly sought after. Reason 9, everyone knows about Frisco now. So here's the thing. Frisco used to be a bit of a hidden gem. It was one of those places where locals knew it was special, but the rest of the world hadn't quite caught on yet. Well, those days are long gone. Now, what's happening now? Frisco has been featured on countless best places to live lists. Companies are relocating here, bringing jobs and even more people. Families are moving in from other states, especially California, Illinois, and New York, looking for better schools and lower taxes. So that small town vibe is starting to feel more like a big, bustling suburb. Now, remember when you'd tell someone that you lived in Frisco and they say, well, where's that? I know I do. Matter of fact, I used to say, where's that? But now you say you live in Frisco and everyone is like, oh, I heard about that place on HGTV. It's officially mainstream. Now, the good news is being on the map comes with some perks. More businesses, more entertainment options, better infrastructure, and yes, higher home values. It's exciting to be part of a city that's growing and thriving, even if it means that you have to share it with just a few more people than you used to. And hey, if you really miss that small town vibe, there are nearby communities like Prosper or Salina that still offer that quieter lifestyle that's just a really short drive away. All right, so there you have it. 10 reasons you shouldn't move to Frisco. But let's be honest, these aren't really deal breakers. They're just a part of what makes this city such a vibrant and exciting place to live. Now, if you're considering a move here, my job is to help you navigate these quirks and to make sure that your transition is a smooth one. If you're ready to start your journey to Frisco, reach out to me. We'll find you the perfect home and maybe even a guest room for Aunt Linda. Drop a comment below about which of these reasons made you laugh, or if you think twice about moving here. And as always, we'll see you around the town.